Oðin.
Og ég ætla mér alls ekki að missa af því ævintýri.
How do I begin? How do I end? Oðin, the breath, the life, the frenzy. I'm at a loss on how to describe him to you. So what I will say is this. We can see a lot about his character by his companions, just like we can see that about other people. When I mean his companions, I'm referring to Hugin and Mugin, the ravens, and to Freki and Geri, the wolves. They really show the dualistic nature, or the sides, the balance between the warlike, ravenous greed of the physical and the intellectual and thoughtful and memory and gaining information and learning intellectually. And that's really what they represent. So we have Hugin and Mugin, which means thought and memory. All right. And they travel around and gather all the information every day. They whisper in Odin's ear, and he almost has a fear, it says, that he won't have them anymore. And that's really to show this continuation of gathering knowledge, gathering information, gathering wisdom. And him being the wisest, it's so important. And then we see Geri and Freki, where we have this greed, this ravenous. That's what their names translate into. And it's really not meant to be derogative. It's to show the ferocity in battle of that berserker type of energy, that ecstatic type of energy that gets the job done, that needs to be done. And it's really amazing. His archetype really is about us, and how we are Oðin in a way, and we have to balance the physical and the intellectual, the spiritual, the mental aspects in life, and how that balances, and there's this tug of war and what it causes, and the internal struggle that we have. But what I found really interesting regarding his companions is that scientists and people observe that wolves and ravens often go together in real life. Ravens are found with wolves because they feed on the leftovers of what the wolves eat and what they have killed. And so very often you see them be companions in nature, in real life, which I think is super, super interesting. There's just so much there. I mean, Oðin, married to Frigg, and also lover of Jord, father of Thor. We see this connection between him and Freya, and we know that Freya weeps for Oðin, her husband, who travels around and is off gaining wisdom and knowledge. And we really see that connection between Freya and Frigg. And so Freya and Oðin and Frigg might actually be the same couple. Regardless, your views on that. There's just so much to say about him that it's why he's such an iconic character. It's why his archetype is so iconic and his energy is so real. And so, the All-Father. I don't want you to confuse that with a father God figure in Abrahamic faiths, whether there's a connection or not in people's minds. It's a different type of energy. Oðin really is representing us as humans and how we are also divine. How, he's very fallible. He is selfish, one might even say, in many regards. And yet so sacred and so divine, just like you and like me. So, yeah, I know this video was like, oh, but it's just really hard for me to describe everything about him. There's just so much there, and the aesthetic, the trance, the riding Sleipnir, going into other realms, and all the things he represents. I could just go on and on and on. The desire for the sacred mead, the desire to live eternally and not die at Ragnarok, and to do whatever he can do in the physical realm to control that, but also in the spiritual realm to control that. To build an army to fight with at Ragnarok, and this desire to have memory. His connection with Mimir, his maternal uncle, and that ancestral memory that carries on through him. He just is so, it's us. It's us in so many ways. And then being the mediator who actually brought us the runes. And that's what I say in my book, about how obviously the Norns carved the runes into the roots of the tree of Yggdrasil, but Oðin is the one that brought them into Midgard by hanging upside down for 9 days and 9 nights, by shifting his perspective, by altering and sacrificing himself to himself, bringing ancient wisdom and knowledge and memory, the runes, into our realm. If you work with runes at all, you will work with Oðin. Whether you know it or not, whether you want to or not, you will. Because it's what he is about. It is the connection of his memory and his intellect. And it's everything that Hugin and Munin are about. Anyway, these are my thoughts on Oðin. And yeah, I hope you found it interesting. And I'd like to hear your thoughts on him as well. How you view him. Try not to limit him through a post-Christian era lens. Okay? Like the Father God figure, the Sky Daddy. It's so much deeper than that. It's so much more than that. And it involves you so much more than that. Okay? I hope that makes sense. If you want to learn more with me, obviously, you know how to get a hold of me on all the social media places. And also my Patreon, runeguidance.com. I love you guys so much. Tix